So I've got a YouTube channel, which you can actually, boom, there's my YouTube channel. So on that channel, I actually putting readings of my books up. So a lot of times with books, authors will sometimes record their own. Sometimes they'll pay somebody to record them, but they'll do an audiobook, right? And everybody loves audiobooks. But here's the thing about audiobooks. Audiobooks cost, they cost everybody. The only one that really wins with audiobooks is Amazon, especially Amazon, because Audible is such a big deal. The hell? Oh. So the only people that really win when it comes to audiobooks is Amazon. The authors lose out because you can lose money. Like you spend $2,000-$3,000, whether it's in time, which that time is valuable. So you're spending that money, right, through using your time, or you're paying somebody $2,000 to $3,000 minimum, depending on word count, in order to actually get the book recorded. And then on Amazon, you are collecting, depending on the deal you get, it's like 30%, 40%, if you're lucky. And that is on final sales. That's not even counting, because a lot of times you'll get these sales from the people will return the books and that kind of stuff. So you're not even necessarily keeping the money, right? Because it might get taken back when somebody returns the book and you lose that. So audiobooks in general just aren't great. So what I decided to do instead was read my books in a video format as if I was reading a bedtime story to you. Or if you were like at a library where you were getting an author reading, that kind of thing. So I do that, and chapter by chapter go through, and that way you can sit down, you can watch a chapter here and there, you can watch the whole thing at once if you want to binge watch the entire series. For each of my books is what I'm doing. And for me, that makes more sense because, one, the viewer isn't having to pay anything. The viewer doesn't, it's just like Twitch. The viewer is watching on YouTube and they are paying through watching ads and with their time. It's a win-win for me as an author because you can't really return a YouTube video once you've seen it. And people aren't necessarily trying to because they don't see it as paying money, right? And if it gets me to the point where I can get monetized on YouTube, I can make ad revenue from people watching those things. It's completely my thing. And it's something that I haven't really seen a lot of people do. There might be some authors out there, and maybe if you've seen an author that has recorded their own stuff and put it up on YouTube like that, let me know. But I think for the most part, authors don't do that. They'll write the books. Authors aren't typically outgoing. We're kind of a kind of an anxious, skittish bunch. Authors are basically like deer on the highway, right? So to get an author to actually sit down and read their own work on camera, that's one thing. But then also, like, you're asking them to, unless you're paying somebody, which I'm not paying somebody, I do all my own editing and all that stuff. So unless you're paying somebody to do the editing, you have to learn all of that. You have to do all that extra stuff, and I already know how to do all that stuff. So for me, it's a no-brainer. Like, work hard, do it myself.